of the guest bloggers here at Zatu, and not the Nick you're used to on Zatu's YouTube channel, but you're stuck with me today. And what have I got in store for you? Well, we're going to be taking a look at Dobble Animals. I know, exciting, huh? Well, I'm certainly excited because I've been a big fan of all the different Dobble games over the years. You've had Harry Potter, Star Wars, the traditional, you've got the beach, you've got the kids' versions, and they're all there. But now, we've got Dobble Animals. It's exciting, isn't it? So, first thing you're going to notice is the usual double-sized tin. Nice, small and compact. Not quite fit in your pocket size, but certainly fit in your handbag or rucksack size. It's a game that's going to take you about 15 minutes, but the games are variable in length depending on whether you're having fun or not, or whether it's just one more quick game before bedtime. It's for ages 6+, so it's a very inclusive game and a very inclusive option, and it's for 2 to 8 players, so you can get quite a lot of people around the table if you want. So, for a small box, it's already packing a bit of a punch, but let's see what's inside the tin. Ooh, made a good noise, didn't it? So, the first thing that comes out are the game rules. These are very nicely illustrated and very easy to understand. I know that because I've played Dobble lots of times before. So here we go. You've got nice illustrations and good amount of text, but very clear and concise how you're going to be playing this game, which will be good. It's basically a pick up and play. It's that easy. There are 5 variants that you can do. Number 1 is the tower. This is probably my favourite version of Dobble and the one I play with my children the most. I really enjoy the tower. Number 2 is the well, which is a little slightly different take on the tower, sort of the other way around. Hot potato is the 3rd variant, whereby you're covering them over and then you do a big reveal. Number 4 is the poison gift, where they get sort of passed around other players. And number 5 is triplet, which is the only real true different variant, where they're laid out in a 3x3 grid, as you see it there. Straight away, I'm already enjoying the artwork with these animals popping from outside the Dobble logo. And we're going to have lots of different animals in the game. Next out of the tin is this. It's a sweet little history about Dobble. Now, you may know Dobble, but you may know it as Spot It if you're from overseas. It's one and the same games. Exactly the same rules, exactly the same game, just a different brand. But here in the UK, we know and love it as Dobble. Next out the tin, and the last thing to come out the tin, are 55 cards. These are the usual Dobble circular size and shape that you're used to, and also the same great quality. These are very durable. I've had the standard Dobble set for many years, and it's been used and abused by me and my family, including some small children, and it's still surviving. The tin looks a bit bashed and battered in places, but that's because we enjoy it so much. Can't get more of a recommendation than that. So, the artwork on the back is good. We've already seen that on the tin, and it's mimicked, and on the rules, and it's mimicked here for you. But what's different is on the other side, and that's what you probably can't wait to see. Well, there you go. There's your first glimpse at Dobble Animals. They're rather cute, aren't they? I really like the artwork. So why do we need another Dobble when you've already got so many other incarnations? Well, for me, Dobble Animals gives you a really good option for younger players. It's so much easier for a child to identify a duck or a dolphin or a donkey or a spider than it is an exclamation mark or Lando Calrissian or Harry Potter even, for that matter. So I really like it that it makes it a bit more inclusive without watering it down so much that the children's one where there's less symbols and it's a bit easier. So I really like that about Dobble Animals already. And if you don't know Dobble, basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to see 2 cards. Each card have the same number of animals on them, but only one ever matches with another card, which makes my mind boggle how they actually work this out. It's quite incredible when you think about it, that there's this many cards and no matter what card you have, there's only one match with another symbol on the card. I think that's pretty cool. And I'm sure you will too when you play Dobble Animals. So yeah, that's literally as hard as it gets. You have a picture on each card and you've got to take someone else on and go dolphin in this example. That sounds easy. And you're right, ultimately it is, and that's why it's 6+ and why it's so good for kids, because they're almost on a level playing field. Don't get me wrong, at 6 years old, you might have to give them a couple of seconds head start in your head, but when you're playing with someone 10 plus, honestly, they're going to be probably quicker than you like them to be, and you will be losing as well as winning. The other thing I really like, other than the artwork, other than the accessibility and all of that sort of thing, is that the way Dobble mucks with your mind. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is the palette used on all these cards is a very similar hue. Some cards will have a bias towards blue, for example, and others will have a bias towards the pink or the green or the yellow or the grey. Now, that similarity in palette suddenly makes it rather difficult because your eye gets drawn to the different colours. The other way Dobble makes it a bit more tricky is that it changes the size of the animals from card to card. I don't know whether I'll be able to find you a good example of that or not in a hurry, but yeah, so some are really small and some are really big, and you sort of, again, your brain doesn't quite know what's going on. That one's not quite the perfect example, but you'll see here is a tortoise and here is a tortoise. And you can see they're not quite the same size and shape, and when you're under pressure and when you're up against a 10-year-old that is beating you, you'll really suddenly realise quite how clever just that simple twist of similar colours and different sizes really does make a big difference. It's a lot of fun, Dobble, in a small tin, and I absolutely love it. We've taken it almost everywhere, and the other thing I like about it is some games describe themselves as travel just because they come in a small tin or a small box and you can take them anywhere. But then it's this sprawling mess that takes over your whole tabletop, and you can't really play that anywhere. What I love about Dobble is, ultimately, in its simplest form, you've got two piles. This is your game footprint. Now, that's small enough to fit on a fold-down tray, on a train or on a plane. You can play this on a little pub table or anywhere. That's the joy of this. You can literally play it anywhere. It's small enough. The footprint is that small. And I love that about Dobble. So, it's the ultimate travel game. It's a brilliant family game. It's got adjustable timescales, so you don't end up playing for hours if you don't want to. And that is really how good Dobble is. I can't recommend it enough. This animal version, actually, I think I might even prefer to the original, and I rated that really highly in my original written review. But Dobble it is still another version of Dobble. Do I need to buy another copy of Dobble if I already own another version? It depends. Probably not, if I'm being absolutely honest. But if you haven't got Dobble and you've got young children, Dobble Animals is a brilliant version to have. Similarly, if you've got something like the Harry Potter or the Star Wars, which is a bit harder for your younger players, then yes, you probably do need Dobble Animals too for your collection. And you won't regret it. Ultimately, it's got an RRP of around £13, I think, and it's always cheaper than that. Not always, but regularly, sorry, I should say, so I don't get in trouble with Zatu. It's regularly cheaper than that, or one of the versions is, on Zatu. So you can grab yourself a bargain, and the amount of times you'll end up playing Dobble just because it fits that moment whilst you're waiting for your food to arrive at a restaurant, or you're at the beach and you've got bored of paddling and building sandcastles and getting sand in your sandwiches. Dobble is going to be the solution for you, and it just gives you 5 minutes peace. There's rarely an argument about Dobble. It doesn't instill that in the children. It's more about fastest finger first. Who's going to say the word the quickest and who's going to get the most cards? And that, in a nutshell, is Dobble. That's why I love Dobble. That's why I think you should probably buy it. And I think, out of all the versions, there's a really strong case for buying Dobble Animals first. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the Zatu YouTube channel if you're watching it there, or like it if you're watching us on Facebook. Also, there's a brilliant opportunity. I'm one of the guest bloggers at Zatu, and I really enjoy it. It's a great atmosphere, it's a great team, and I really enjoy the process of writing for them. So if you're thinking about that, seek it out either on their blog or on their Facebook page, and there's really easy instructions how to apply to become a blogger at Zatu. I can certainly recommend that, and I can certainly recommend Dobble. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you soon.